Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Aldridge.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. E.J. Augustine out there with Levine. Then it's Anthony Davis. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot. And for Indiana, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Parker out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Brogdon in at the point.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Outside, Levine. To the middle, 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader, and that one goes long. As you talk about the quiet producers in the league, T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. To the inside, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And here's Indiana. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Brogdon the pass to Aldridge. Good work there as it goes.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Augustine. It's over Brogdon, and it's to that.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And Davis sends it big.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
For Chicago, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Augustine finds Davis. Over Parker, and that one's good by Davis.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And then against Augustine. Parker inside. Lets it go from deep. The shot missing. Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Hutchinson passes to Levine. Here's Augustine. His last outing, 16 points for him. Davis hits the front of the rim and out.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win their championship.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
Now here is Augustine, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Now here is Augustine. Kicks it to Valentine. Poked away. Just 5 to shoot. Augustine, no luck.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look. But this is why we play the game.
Here's Augustine. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. Nobody near Parker. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Valentine. Chicago again turning it over.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Brogdon. Last year, getting it done. First in free throw percentage. And you look at his 3-point field goal percentage. How about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Enes Kanter's checked in for Aldridge. Morris comes in for Jabari Parker. McDermott's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Victor Oladipo. Count that one.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Valentine kicks to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. .52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Valentine passes to Davis. With one on the clock, and Davis throws it down.
The problem with keeping AD off the glass, he times his jump so well. A graceful athlete in action.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Brogdon. Back to McConnell. There's the lob to Brogdon. That one's not going to go. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Valentine.
Taurean Prince takes the hit, maintains focus. He's a tough individual.
To the paint. Valentine grabs the board.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
That ties the game. It's a tie game in Indiana. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Chicago right now, Anthony Davis is out there with Prince. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Valentine. And it's Gafford in at the 5 down low. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
The Pacers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. McDermott passes to McConnell. Now, here's Kanter. Brogdon outside. Hope they get it back. In the corner, it's McDermott. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 2, and they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now, here's Dunn after Enes Kanter's miss. Over McConnell. Dunn misses. Pacers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Took him no time at all on that one. McDermott's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love watching great shooters like Doug McDermott pull up in those situations.
Dunn dishes to Prince. The pass to Davis. Dunn looking over the floor. Over McConnell. Prince outside from downtown. And Kanter pulls it down. Here's Brogdon. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Enes Kanter. T.J. Leaf comes in for Morris. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for McDermott. And it's Oladipo in for Malcolm Brogdon. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Jared Allen's checked in for Davis. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Taurean Prince. Zach LaVine's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dunn. Now here's Oladipo. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. And it's Aldridge missing. Passes it to Hutchison from outside the arc. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Oladipo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Bean passes to Allen. Over to the left wing. Augustine finds Allen, and they get it, and it's good on the way in. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Oladipo. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. And the Bulls going the other way now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Hutchison. Got a piece of it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Oladipo misses.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
And LaVine, here we go. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Right there, the burst of Zach LaVine. Once he gets a step on you, it's hard to catch up.
Now here is Aldridge. 24-point outing in their last game against Boston.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Indiana. That's good from Aldridge. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Oladipo. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Warren. And the basket by Hutchison.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
McConnell passes to Aldridge. Back to McConnell. 14 feet away. Chicago grabs the miss. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's LaVine. Allen trying to break 3. LaVine can't hit. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Outside Warren. That one doesn't drop. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers out in front, up by 2. It's time now. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Taurean Prince.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Aldridge out there with Parker, and it's Warren in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Here's Allen, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
And Allen drops them both. Indiana leading. Brogdon outside. Pass to Oladipo. Dishes it to Aldridge. Tucker trying to free himself up. They recover it. Shot clock at 5. Picked him clean. In transition, here come the Bulls. Floats it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Brogdon. Count it from 12. Brogdon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I like this. I really do. He recognizes the mismatch, simply rises up and fires.
Allen outside. Back to Augustine. Teardrop shot. Got a hand on it. Warren against Davis. And the pass to Brogdon. Warren with the ball. To the middle. And the dunk by Parker.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Kick out to Levine. Passes it to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Over Oladipo. That's in. And the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Davis.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve the way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game. Something to admire.
Indiana making some changes. Cantor checked in for Aldridge. Marcus Morris comes in for Parker, and McDermott subbed in for Warren. Then for the Bulls, Prince is checked in for Allen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison, and it's done in for Augustine. Now here's McDermott, who's guarded by Davis. Here's Cantor, and it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Cantor's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Inside. Morris, no good.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Here's Levine. Softly drops in the floater. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
He has length and he has athleticism. Both of those help him operate inside and beat good defenses.
Pass to Oladipo. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And some changes here for the Pacers. Leaf comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Oladipo. On defense, Chicago. It's a 1-point game. 5 to shoot. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
And a chance to check out the stats for McConnell. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 6 points a game last season. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Brogdon kicks to Morris. Cantor bounce pass. Pass to Morris. Here's Leaf. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Pacers lead by 3.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Dunn outside to the inside. Valentine. 2 points. That one goes.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Brogdon kicks to Cantor. McConnell passes to Morris. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the one thing about Moore, it doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Dunn outside. It's deflected. Morris against Dunn. Now, here is Morris. Tight defense on him. He can't hit that time. Here's Valentine. They get it back. Good. Nice job down low.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pacers lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indy. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So for Chicago right now, Valentine out there with DJ Augustin. Then there's Allen. And it's Hutchinson in at the small forward position. McConnell passes to Aldridge. Brogdon outside. Back to Aldridge. Beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gafford's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here's Augustine. The dish to Valentine. Hutchison passes to Valentine to take the lead. Another one falls for Chicago. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. McConnell kicks to Parker. Now one against Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Out to Parker. From deep three-point range. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Now the pass to Valentine. Allen trying to break free. The shot by Valentine, no good. McConnell passes to Brogdon. Aldridge left side. Goes up the baseline. Hutchison with the rebound. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Valentine kicks to Augustine. Passes it to Gafford. Over McConnell. It's rebounded by Indiana. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Aldridge finds Brogdon. With the teardrop, it's good. It's all knotted up. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Chicago. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Chicago calls timeout. Well, guys, Brogdon not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Pacers. Victor Oladipo comes in for T.J. McConnell. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Bulls. Bean comes in for Denzel Valentine. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Aldridge inside, defended by Allen, and it's Aldridge missing.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Got it. This one there from Levine.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
To the left side wing. Aldridge against Allen. Looking to get back on track here. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
You look at the skill, the shooting, the length. LaMarcus Aldridge is perfectly suited for today's game.
He hits the second from the line.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Davis inside. He's against Parker. Davis finds Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Outside Warren. It's Oladipo on the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Bounce pass from Augustine. The shot's good. And that's 10 points for Anthony Davis.
They needed that bucket. The aggression of AD when he senses a big moment, not something you can teach.
Down low, here's Aldridge. Excellent D there from Allen.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Timeout called the Pacers. They trail by 7. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Here's Oladipo. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him. Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground. Textbook. Old school rebound.
Then against Augustine. Brogdon outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here are the Bulls now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter, and now we've got the intentional foul. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're down by 7. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Oladipo, the pass to Sumner. He kicks to Oladipo. Nails the triple.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by 4. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shooting 2.
That puts them up by 5.
What I love about AD, he doesn't just have a well-rounded game. He's elite at both ends of the floor.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve.
Well, guys, Klay Thompson is...
He loves playing there, DA, and they love him. Thank you so much. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Nurkic is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. And for Memphis, LeVert out there with Morant. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Winslow, and it's Turner in at center. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. LeVert the pass to Morant. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. A shot off that time, and Golden State will go the other way with it. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that a sloppy effort? I mean, turnovers were a huge issue. And they don't have to play safe tonight, but they do have to play smart.
And here's Morant after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Morant with it, picked up by Thompson. Morant kicks to Jackson. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball. Winslow dishes to Morant. To the inside, Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes. This is what makes Curry special on the offensive end, the ability to create for himself and others at the highest level of the game.
And here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And it's Green with the jam.
Love the vision from Thompson. I mean, when you've been surrounded by superstars, you learn to keep your eyes up.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Thibault. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Morant. And there's the pass to LeVert. Shot to stop the run. It's good from long range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch. He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. And that one's good, Morant.
You could do that every time up the floor. Put Morant in the pick and roll and just let him go to work.
Curry on the wing. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. In third, the Warriors.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And Memphis, a small town, not a free agent destination, but the connection between these fans and their team really stands out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, I love Memphis. Shout out to Bill Street. Oh, man, they got some great food there, GA. I'll take it to one of my spots next time we're up there. But Memphis is known for its food and music. I mean, the MGs, as some call the Grizzlies, a treasured part of the scene.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Shot clock at 3. Jones, no luck. Warriors leading by 5. Bowman passes to Waiters. Inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, the front office shakeup this summer for the Grizzlies. Now, the new leadership wants to take more of a long-term, proactive approach to things.
Now here's Brooks. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Waiters outside. There's a minute left in the first quarter. There's the dish to Muscala, out to the wing. Here's Bowman. And Jones pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Brooks dishes to Jones. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Clark.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
And he starts out with the miss in this one. Thompson outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more in store for you right after this. Steph Curry talks about the visual drill.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And Golden State, looking at who they've got. Muscala is out there with Chris. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Bowman in at the point. Here's Clark. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Melton. Here's Jones. But he recovers it.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now, Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Over Jones. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Older.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Now, here's Thompson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in. There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Pass to LeVert. Outside Turner. Now here's Morant. Guarded close over Chris. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Morant.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Curry, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Oh, probably isn't a better catch-and-shoot player in the game. Steph right on time once again.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Thibault, the pass to Chris. Another 3 for Golden State.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Turner. To the left wing. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
The first one falls. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Steph Curry 4th.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Thibault.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Here's Jackson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what? I talked to Jaren Jackson this summer, and he told me he grew another 2 inches. So let's just call him around 7 foot right now with the 7'5" wingspan. Jaren Jackson, the perfect physique for today's defensive big. He can protect the paint and maneuver outside.
And he can't get the first one. Brooks checked in for LeVert, and he sinks the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Thibault. Nurkic the pass to Thibault. Takes the 13-footer, and he hits the jump shot. Thibault's got 5 now.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Draymond.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They have a 9-point lead. Check. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Our second half of basketball. And presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant is out there with Karis LeVert. And there's Miles Turner. And there's Jackson. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Now here's Curry. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson. Thompson against LeVert. And there it is for him. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Always got to be up on Thompson. I mean, he came into the league with a crazy weather.
Outside Turner. Right wing. Here's Morant. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. 9 points for John Morant.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense. Well, and Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a wealth of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
Now, here's LeVert after the miss from Stephen Curry. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Morant. And the layup stood off the glass. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
Now here's Winslow. LeVert finds Jackson. No good there. Great D that time from Green. Curry passes to Green. Good work defensively by Turner. The Grizzlies trail by 8. There's Winslow. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Winslow. He's tightly guarded. Morant with it. 11 points in the game. Shoots from 12. Drained for 2 points. Morant's got 13.
That jumper is just looking clean, confident. Very little that Morant can't do.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Warriors making a change here. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. But they'll get another chance. Green, no luck. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. Now, I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Milton passes to Brooks. Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry.
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Some great ball handling in this game. Chris, we see it all the time. Of all of them, whose crossover impresses you the most right now?
Oh, right now, okay. Man, you got to go out to wherever Kyrie Irving is. And first of all, his handles are
great handle, right?
Oh, his handles are sick. Don't forget about Curry, because Curry can shoot so well. Sometimes we sleep on his handles. And John Wall with the speed, there's no way you can stop John Wall coming full speed at you. He can cross you over left and right or right without even blinking, and you'll just be standing still, stuck, not even realizing he laid the ball up past you already.
Here's Muskawa following the score by Memphis. Over Jones. That one rolling around and runs out. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside, Jones. Brooks outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Thompson. Jones, no luck.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Offensive rebound. The layup off target. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And the pass to Clark. Over Curry. No good from Clark. Warriors leading by 3.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Thompson. No good on that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors ahead, up by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Marquise Chris is out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Here's Clark. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Melton's shot is good. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Curry gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Oh, handles for days, handles for days, handles for days. Steph Curry can change pace and speed on you in a flash.
Now here's Brooks. Dishes it to Jones. Stolen by Waiters. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple. And for Memphis, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Thompson against Brooks. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise. When you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet, how have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, in the approach from ownership. Right? I think that's huge. But the fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. And the Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team.
And the Warriors with possession here. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Kicks it to Waiters. Pass to Thibault. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. And it's all evened up.
With the second half he's having, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Passes to Curry. Nurkic with it. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Melton feeling it out a bit. Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. To take the lead, and it's Morant missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. The 3 gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Oh, and because of the great handles, Draymond can kill you with the pull-up.
Morant with it. Now Green defending. Sweet little floater. 17 points for John Morant.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Timeout called the Warriors. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Steph Curry.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
LeVert's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. The Warriors also with a sub. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And what really separates Morant, the intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
Second free throw, no good.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
To the paint. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Oh, such a great understanding of the game. Draymond recognizes the defense. I mean, he realizes he needs to take that one himself. Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Pass to LeVert. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. LeVert's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. That gives them the lead. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
Curry looking around. And Green shines it in.
All the way to the bucket. I love when guys throw it down over the much bigger defender.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. That one goes in. That's now 22 points for John Morant.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Now here's Curry. Shoots over Morant. Green against Jackson. 6 to shoot. The pass to Thibault. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Morant.
That's a John Morant special. Ripping the hearts out of the opponent.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
What you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
It's good from beyond the arc.
He's got the attitude for this kind of pressure. You know, Draymond loves the big moment.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 3. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant. D. right on him.
Yeah, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So it gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And it's going to come down to a 3-point attempt. I mean, what a huge moment to come through at the line.
He dishes it to Winslow. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, LeVert. He's off from 3.
With the anticipation, the angles Clay takes defensively, really impressive.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This wins. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.